ancient times, people thought of planet Earth as the center of a universe they could not understand.
Well, actually, this is the first episode of a new series that I want to do called Astro Oddities, where I sort of review and unbox weird things that you find on the internet when it comes to astronomy, astrophotography, space, all of that stuff. I think if you were alive, if you were a kid, I think in the 1960s and 70s, we'll see exact dates as we get into this package. Your science teacher, I believe, could have ordered from National Geographic this thing called the Our Universe Space Kit. And it was produced by National Geographic Society. And I love it. I don't even know what it is yet, but just looking at the art on the top of it, I think this thing is super cool. I have a rough understanding of what it is, but let's crack into it and see what this was to help teach our young kids in the 70s, 60s and 70s, I think, about space. So it looks like a vinyl record, like it looks like a thing that would hold a vinyl record, and it sort of is, and this is what originally got me really interested. So if we open this box up, in here there is something called a space scope. Okay, I believe this is meant to hold film strips, which I believe are in the next part here. And then this, oh man, this smells like old school. Oh, this is the Space Sounds disc. So it's got a couple different tracks on it. And the thing is, it's flexible. So I saw this online in the ad and I really wanted this. So it's like a vinyl record, but it's completely flexible. So I think we're gonna try and play this, and it plays at 33 1/3 RPM. And to play, you have to place this on top of another disc. So this is side 1, and then this is side 2, and I will get the audio. Okay, so it's copyright 1980. So this is for kids who were in school in 1980s. They could have experienced this. I am gonna hook this up I'm gonna hook up my record player to my computer and see if I can capture the audio off of this. So I'll have that linked, or I might even have it as background music. We'll see how crazy I can get.
In ancient times, people thought of planet Earth as the center of a universe they could not understand. Nightly, they gazed up at the sky, always with wonder, often in fear, and sometimes in worship. Nervously, they watched comets and meteors blaze their way across the heavens. The sun...
And then it comes with this, which is the space scope. And let's see, what is this? This is Stars in Your Sky. Oh, cool. It comes with a planisphere. Meant for... What altitude is this meant for? Latitude 40 degrees north. Cool. So it comes with a planisphere. So you point this north and you say, okay, it's tonight at midnight, December about 20th. This is what you should be able to see in the night sky. It's actually really nicely done. So this is plastic and this is cardboard, but this is a good one. As an example, I've got like a couple other ones here. This one is the Miller planisphere. This is, just a completely different one, but this is also for 40 degrees. And this one's plastic on the inside and the out. These are a little bit more durable, but the fact that it includes one at all is pretty cool. And it goes into this sleeve here. The main event for me was this. This is something called a space scope. So when I first bought this, I thought this was actually a miniature paper telescope that you could put together that would have like functioning optics. I don't think that is exactly what it is. But let's put this together and see what is going on in here. So this is sealed brand new in the box. I found this on eBay. I think I got it for like 20-30 bucks, something like that. And I just want to be really careful because this is all very, very old. So here's how to assemble and use. Oh my goodness, there is a lot of stuff going on here. And here's a bunch of parts. Ooh, cool. a bunch more parts, a bunch more parts, a bunch more parts, and then this is a lens. Like, there is actually a lens in here. And I believe, yeah, these are the slides. Wow, they look like they've seen some warmth, I think. But let's see if I can get these slides to actually, like, sort of show up on. Yeah. There you go. Cool. Oh, they're in sleeves. Oh, that's very good. I think, are they in sleeves? Yes, they're in sleeves. That is very smart. And then here's this one. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, let's put this together because I kind of want to see what it does. I still don't fully understand what this does. So, how to assemble and use your space scope. Your space scope has been designed so you can put it together without any special tools, glue, or staples. This book shows you how to do it. Follow the instructions. Okay. Step 1. Place the black side of the pedals. Oh. One, and there's 2. And then insert stand B into the individual slots. Okay, that all makes a ton of sense. Okay. That's a pedestal mount. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, and then roll the main tube with the silver side out. Try bending the card boot. Oh, okay, so now we got to build the main tube, which I believe is this big guy. And then slip the 2 large plastic rings into the main tube and position them as shown. Okay. I think we just need to set that aside for now. Now we got to build the mount, which is... Where's the mount? No, that's not the mount. The mount is this guy, number 7. So here's what it looks like so far. Again, it looks like a telescope, which I think is the whole point. Let's see. Fold the saddle with the shiny black side out. Okay, I think this is the saddle here. It says National Geographic Society on it. I love that. That's cool. Okay, and then it says to slide the rings all the way out to the ends. Okay, so I don't know why they didn't have us do that at the beginning. It doesn't make much sense, but hey, that's fine. So there's that one, and then we'll put this one on this side. Look at this. That's cool. Okay, all right, let's keep going. Lens and control. Roll the eyepiece sleeve, number 9. That's pretty well rolled. And insert it into the main tube. Okay, I'm guessing it goes right here. Fits pretty well. Weird, but okay. Insert the 2 main tube plugs, number 10, into the ends of the main tube. Okay, yeah. That's this guy. Ah, they're meant to go inside here. Ugh. So there's a cap there and a cap there. Fold the film slot with the shiny black side out. This is the film slot, number 11. And insert the film slot 11 into the opening on the side of the main tube so that the bottom of the eyepiece sleeve just fits into the hole at the top of the film slot. Okay, I can do that. Roll the eyepiece tube number 12, silver. I saw that. Where did that go? Here we go. Number 12, silver. With the silver side out, carefully remove the eyepiece assembly. Okay, hold on. Let me roll this first. Insert the eyepiece tube firmly into the circular groove of the eyepiece lens assembly. Ah, I see. Okay, so this is meant to just go sort of around here into this little groove. Boom. Oh. Yes, there is our focus adjustment. Sweet. All right. Roll the control shaft number 14. And then these go on number 15 in 2 groups of 6. Okay. 1. These are really cool. I credit my science teacher. I didn't have one of these when I was in school. I was in school in like the late 90s, early 2000s. But I love that this sort of stuff exists. I credit my science teacher with most of the interesting things that I've sort of become as an adult. Her name was Miss Paul. She taught in Chicago, and she was great. She showed us a lot of really cool stuff. She was very good at getting us to be engaged, even though that would have been like my 4th or 5th grade science teacher, and she was the best. So I'm really glad that things like this exist for young kids. So science doesn't seem so scary or like something you can't do. These things are awesome, like teaching tools like this. So this is the first episode of Astro Oddities. It won't always be, weird teaching tools like this and stuff like that. It will sometimes just be astrophotography or astronomy equipment that is strange because there's so much of it, especially from like this period, like the 80s and 90s. There's just a lot of weird stuff that existed. People were trying out a bunch of cool stuff. And so I'm excited to do that. I think they want me to actually just make them solid. Okay. I'm excited to do that. This has just been sitting on my shelf for like 2 months now. I saw it on eBay one night and I was like, I don't know what that is, but I have to have it. I actually thought it was a small paper telescope. Like I thought the telescope itself functioned. And what I'm realizing now is these slides go in it and you use it to look at the slides, which probably makes more sense because if you're trying to teach kids during the day at school, a real telescope would be of very little use to them. So I thought that's what I was buying, and it turns out it was this sort of paper model that also did projections, and it's just been sitting there. So I'm excited to get to put it together for a video. I think at the very least it'll be a really pretty thing to stare at that'll sit on my desk. Also, the vinyl is weird. That flexible vinyl is kind of crazy. That I'd never seen a vinyl record like that. I mean, I don't own a ton of vinyl, but I own enough. I thought that was really fascinating. Look at that. Look at this ridiculous thing. Oh, I love it. Okay, we did that. Final assembly in use. Slip the bottom of the mount into the top of the pedestal assembly and turn until the mount slides all the way into and your space scope is ready for use. Okay, so just tab A, slot B sort of thing. Look at that beautiful thing. I'm going to get some glamour shots of it, and I will put those up right now. But just even in this lighting, that looks cool. Okay, so to use your space scope, place it on a white surface. Hey, I've got one of those. Remove one of the 6 space slides from the envelope and hold it in your right hand so that the arrow on the slide points towards the space scope. And the letter in the arrow is as shown. Okay, so you can read the arrow Okay, does this whole thing slide in? Oh, good. It slides in with the protector. Okay. And then you look through it. Oh, is this going to work? I can easily get... Oh my goodness, it works. Oh, that's so cool. Oh. Is this artist's renditions? Like, what is this? Who made this beautiful art? There's like nebulas and some gases. Hold on, let's see. I'm going to find a cool one. I mean, they're all really cool. There's even like a nature one. That's wild. Phases of the moon. Ah, here we go. This one will be good. And then I'm actually going to reposition the camera so that we can get a good view of it. And I'll probably turn some of this into a short because I feel like this would make really interesting short content, just like flipping through the slides. Yeah, it's getting harder to push through. Oh no. There we go. All right, that concludes the unboxing, setup, and review of the National Geographic Society Our Universe Space Kit. So this is what we end up with, is this beautiful Papercraft model that looks like, honestly, like an old Meade Newtonian with this big stand and the counterweights. And what this device does is it's got an eyepiece up here on top, and you insert into it these sort of slides. And the slides are broken up into 6 groups. There's star systems, there's moon phases, there's views of Earth, and then there's descriptions of what each thing is that you're looking at. And like, there's a lot of stuff in here. And then there's strange but not true, which is D, voyage into space, and then Big Bang, which is F. What is D, strange but not true? No one knows when Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn were discovered. Okay. Soggy Venus already supported life. Oh, interesting. It's like old articles about, or it's old images from old articles about like space stuff that turned out to be not true. So number 4 is Percival Lowell, a respected astronomer, spent about 20 years mapping hundreds of canals that he presumed were on Mars. As this scene reveals, only a technological society could have built such a network. So that's slide 4 on D, strange but not true. And yeah. Oh yeah, it shows like weird Martian. Let's see if I can get that on here. Slide 4. Oh, it really, camera does not want to focus. Come on, buddy. This is like Percival Lowell's, like an artist rendition of what he thought it looked like. That's cool. So I will be making shorts of each of these slides. And if I can get the vinyl to play and record, I think I'm going to try and find a way to either use it as a backing track on this YouTube video or potentially upload it, because I think it should be preserved. I think stuff like this is amazing and I want to preserve it. So look for that. Get subscribed so you can stay tuned on when that's coming up. And clear skies. Thanks for watching. Look at this beautiful thing. Look at how cool this is. But yeah, get subscribed, like, share it with someone that you think might have seen one of these back in the 80s. Or if you got to use one of these in the 80s, let me know. Was it in your science class? Like, where would these have existed? I think they're amazing things. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm Francisco. Clear skies.